James William Poole was born on September 10, 1835, in Illinois. He was the third of 10 children born to Thomas and Hannah Collard Poole. When James was born, his father was 35 and his mother was 20. On the 1850 census, 17-year-old James was living in White County, Illinois, with his parents. On November 18, 1855, when James was 20, he married 16-year-old Mary Miller. James and Mary would have 9 children together, 7 girls and 2 boys: Sarah, John, Hannah, Rowena, Lucy, Alice, Hattie, Emma, and Charles. Mary would have her children from the age of 18 up until the age of 41. The couple continued to live in White County and started farming for a living. In September of 1862, at the age of 27, James began his service for the Civil War. He was a private in the 87th Illinois Infantry for the Union. James was described as being 5'6", with a dark complexion and light hair with blue eyes. He served in the war for 3 years and was discharged in June of 1865. After returning from the war, James returned to his farm in White County with Mary, where they continued to grow their family. 15 years later, on the 1880 census, James and Mary had started a new farm and had moved their family to Douglas County, Missouri. After living in Missouri for a few years, James lost his wife. Mary passed away in August of 1883 at the age of 43. I couldn't find any information on her cause of death. James buried Mary in Fairview Cemetery in Douglas County, Missouri. It looks like her stone has broken in half. When Mary passed away, the couple still had 4 young children in the house, including a 2-year-old. Like most men did back in this day, James didn't waste any time finding a new wife. 4 months later, in January of 1884, 48-year-old James married 22-year-old Aridatha Deddy, or Era, Rackley. At the age of 20, Era married her first husband, Mid Lowry. He passed away soon after their marriage, and they didn't have any children together. James and Era would have 6 children together, 4 girls and 2 boys, bringing James's total number of children to 15: Nancy, Inda, Oma, Nora, William, and George Washington. James was 58 when his last child, George, was born. James and Era eventually moved to another farm in Ozark County, Missouri, where they raised their kids, and James lived the rest of his years. Out of their 6 children, they lost 1 child at an early age. Their daughter Oma passed away in 1902 at the age of 13, and they buried her in Eaton Cemetery in Douglas County, Missouri. On July 25, 1915, James passed away at the age of 79. His death certificate stated his cause of death was hydroperitoneum in conjunction with dropsy. Hydroperitoneum is another name for ascites, meaning James was having fluid build up in his abdomen. Dropsy is an old medical term meaning accumulation of fluids in the body's tissues, which leads to swelling. James's family buried him in Eaton Cemetery with his daughter Oma. After James passed away, Era stayed in Ozark County and moved in with their son George. She passed away in 1923 at the age of 62, and she is also buried at Eaton Cemetery with James. My family tree showed I'm not related to James, but I was surprised to find out I am related to his second wife, Era. She is my 13th cousin. Thank you for watching. Rest in peace, James.